6:30 a.m. You reach for your incessant alarm, hoping to salvage some last minutes of sleep. Instead, you're reminded that you have school. You get up, get ready, and go to school. Repeat until the light at the end of the dark tunnel approaches with the weekend. This is your life for about 3 months, until you can finally get a real break. But what if you didn't have to wait 3 months for a break? The traditional school calendar, kids go to school about a week before or right after Labor Day. You have breaks for Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year, spring break, Memorial Weekend, and then summer. According to the Center for Public Education, in most schools, you need to complete 180 days in 1,098 hours. This was set in place because of agricultural responsibilities. The children would attend school until the 8 to 12 weeks for prime farming season, and they'd help on the farm. In fact, originally school was from Labor Day to Memorial Day, but the United States changed it because other countries were going to school longer. Now, what if you could have more breaks than just your standard ones? With year-round school, instead of having one long summer break, you have multiple medium-sized vacations, from 45 days of school to 15-day breaks, 60, 20, 90, 30. With all the information, the traditional school calendar isn't working. The truth is that in 2018, according to NEA, the U.S. math scores were shockingly low. Now, it is apparent that we need to change something with the traditional school system. There are problems along with the summer learning loss, health problems stemming from summer, and the amount of stress put on children. The United States needs the education system to be the best it can be and adapt for future generations. Expanding on my reasons as to why the traditional school calendar isn't working, students lose a large portion of their knowledge over the 3 months of summer. 1 month of knowledge is lost. That is very drastic for many children, but especially for juniors or seniors taking their ACT or SAT. That can amount from scoring an 1100 to 1200 or 1250. And for the first month of school, teachers are wasting, reteaching, and making the students relearn what they should already have known from last year. A research conducted by Harvard is clear. Summer learning loss is a significant problem, playing a surprisingly large role in creating the achievement gap from high-income to low-income kids. Low-income kids aren't accessible to libraries, camps, or even just plain old dinner table talk. While some people may say there's going to be more breaks, won't there be a higher number of learning loss? I would like to say yes. There will be more breaks, but I'd like everyone to recall spring break. After about 10 minutes of reviewing and learning over what we'd missed from the last week, we were all caught up. Still on the topic of summer, health issues stemming from summer are drastic. An idealist would say kids spend those 8 to 12 weeks of summer outside playing. But a realist would say that is not true. Most kids are opting to stay inside and play video games because most kids these days need a reason to go get up, go do something. Social health is a key part in the human brain. Developing with the lack of socialization outside of your family, teens will start to develop depression and mental instability from this. The world is changing and the past isn't what is right for today's society. Now, if it isn't enough that parents are scrambling to solve the problems that are popping up for summer, children, especially teens in high school and college, are scrambling to keep their stress levels down. The number one factor of stress is school. The stress from the students' experience can lead to a host of other health problems, including anxiety, sleep deprivation, poor eating habits and sleeping habits, and a lack of immunity. According to an NPR poll conducted by the Robert Wood Foundation and the Harvard School of Public Health, almost 40% of high schoolers say they're experiencing a lot of stress from school. In most cases, the stress is from academics, not bullying issues or social issues. Homework was a leading cause of this poll with 24%. A survey conducted by the American Psychological Association found that nearly half of all teens, 45% to be exact, said they were stressed by school pressures. Now, a little bit of stress can wake somebody up, but too much stress is called chronic stress. Chronic stress can cause a sense of panic and a temporary paralysis. The child feels stuck, which only adds to the feeling of stress. When stress has gotten this bad, you know we need a solution. A solution that will work to solve these problems is year-round school. Without the long summer of 8 to 12 weeks, a student wouldn't have to worry about that month of learning loss, and teachers wouldn't have to waste a month of school reteaching and reviewing. The social and physical health would be saved by being in school all year. School would give kids a reason to get up in the morning and get ready and go socialize. The frequent breaks offered by year-round school would give opportunities to relax and let off some stress slide away. Having more frequent extended breaks help to reduce teacher and student burnout. In fact, year-round school only has a 2% dropout rate, which is less than the 5% of traditional school. Instead of having a marathon approach with no breaks with traditional school, year-round school is more like with water breaks. If nothing happens, these children will suffer and be behind in mental developments, and their psyche will be etched away until they have no personality because of the amount of stress put on them. As I've told you, the United States test scores are getting lower, and more mental and social health problems are popping up. Stress is taking over people's lives. Year-round school provides a way to benefit people as a whole. By providing more breaks to relieve stress on teachers and students with shorter summers, so children don't have to spend 8 to 12 weeks cooped up inside, bored, losing a month of education, and their mental and social health deteriorating. The United States is living in the past, and it needs to adapt to the future for the sake of today's students and the future generations.